Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of The Quick Set with me, Clayton Lucas. Before we start talking about the men's VNL, here's a recap of what happened in week 1 of the Women's Volleyball Nations League, which took place in Antalya, Turkey and Nagoya, Japan. Perhaps the most shocking result is that the reigning world champions Serbia did not win a single match in Antalya. They lost to Turkey, Poland, the USA and Canada. A really tough start for the team under their new head coach Giovanni Guidetti. Another team that made the headlines is none other than the USA. Coach Kachkirai fielded some rising stars in week 1, like Avery Skinner and Kalia Lanier, together with Olympic champions Annie Drews, Micah Hancock and Justine Wong-Orantes. This combination of young and experienced players gave Team USA 4 wins, and they are just one of 3 teams that remain undefeated. Speaking of the USA, our guest host Emily Ehman was in Antalya, and she can tell us more about the USA's great run in Turkey.
Clayton, thank you so much. It was dominance for Team USA this entire week as they went 4-0 undefeated here in Antalya, Turkey. They started with 2 comeback wins over Italy and Serbia. They were down 2-1. Came back to win both in 5. Setter Micah Hancock told me she was so proud of that team's fight as they were 14 strong. The team then went on to sweep Korea, and there was a dominant performance from opposite Danielle Coutinho, who led the team in kills in her first start for this VNLs. She said her team gave her the ability to have confidence in herself. In Team USA, in the marquee matchup of the week against Turkey, it was a battle. USA won the first 2 sets, but Turkey fought back. USA, though, able to win it in 5. And it was a fantastic performance in that 5th set, especially by opposite Annie Drews, who now leads USA in points through week 1. And she told me she was so proud of this team's ability to fight and be resilient through challenges. Overall, it was a great showing here in Antalya, Turkey for Team USA. Next week for week 2, they will head to Brasilia, where they will face Croatia, Thailand, Japan, and end with the home team, Brazil, in that marquee matchup. Back to you, Clayton.
Thank you for that, Emily. That means that after week 1 of the Women's Volleyball Nations League, this is what the standings look like. Joining USA on the undefeated list are Poland and China. Expect these standings to change, though, when the Women's VNL returns from June the 13th to the 18th in Brasilia, Brazil and Hong Kong, China. You can watch those matches live on VBTV. Now it's time to talk about week 1 of the Men's Volleyball Nations League, with 2 pools taking place, one in Ottawa, Canada, and the other one taking place here in Nagoya, Japan. Canada gets ready to welcome battles between teams from the Americas and Europe. Reigning world champions Italy have a young squad in Ottawa, but they should never be underestimated, knowing that these young stars have what it takes to cause an upset against the USA, Germany, and VNL debutantes Cuba. Team USA are sending their best players for week 1, led by setter Micah Christiansen, opposite Matt Anderson, outside Aaron Russell and libero Eric Shoji. They're also bringing veteran middle blocker Max Lightning Bolt Holt and setter Micah Ma, who both missed last year's edition. As for the teams here in Nagoya, you can never count out the host Japan or the reigning Olympic champions France. Team captain Yuki Ishikawa and the rest of the Ryujin Nippon have some tough matches to play, and 3 of those are against the tall and strong European teams from Serbia, Bulgaria and France, while the other is against their Asian rivals, Iran. The French squad may be missing a lot of their players that won Olympic gold in Tokyo, but coach Andrea Gianni's team remains one of the favourites. They also have veteran Kevin Tilly, libero Benjamin Diaz and Theo Fur. All of these teams are looking to make it into the top 8 and qualify through to the finals, which will take place in Gdansk, Poland from July the 19th to the 23rd. You can watch all this week's matches live and on demand on VBTV. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now and I'll be with you next time.